The way that firms operate and advise their clients is a long-standing one, but the drive for cost-effectiveness and the advance of technology, as well as deregulation, are set to have significant ramifications. Many firms are considering carefully what this means for them, and today we're talking to Callum Sinclair and Sam Moore of the Scottish law firm Burness Paull about their ambitions for the future and how they are shaping their plans. We start by discussing the things that led up to their plans for change and how they are making these plans come alive.
So I think there's a combination of factors, really. I mean, our clients are telling us, for a start, we want things better, faster, and better value. So that's absolutely, it's a key driver. We're a client-focused organisation, like most professional services organisations, and that means we need to be responsive to what our clients are telling us. But clients are also adopting technology and process innovation themselves, and we need to remain relevant as trusted advisors, and that means that we need to be offering them solutions and delivering our expertise in a way that gives them what they need and in a sort of up-to-date context. But every company is a technology company now, really, and whether they're aware of it or not, and that is very much a factor. We need to be able to talk clients' languages in the various sectors that they operate. And we need to understand what their drivers and objectives and aims are so that we can tailor our services accordingly. It used to be that you were just a good lawyer, and that's now taken for granted. And I think the next generation people will expect their lawyers and their professional advisors to be completely up to speed with what's going on in technology and process innovation in their own industries. And to some extent, we need to practice what what we're preaching.
Yeah, I think it's very much a two-pronged attack where it's client engagement and employee engagement. And on the employee side, one thing we're trying really hard to do is to capture ideas and knowledge of new entrants to the firm. Yeah. It makes no sense at all to spend all time and effort finding the best young legal minds as your new trainees, bring them into the firm, and then make them work in a way they're not used to and it doesn't work for them. So a big part of what I do is to speak to people either at student placement stage or at trainee stage and understand, okay, you got this far in your education working a certain way, tell me about that and tell me what are we asking you to do here that's not quite the same, where are there improvements? And not every idea will work, but that's where you get some very, very good ideas of, well, I finished my degree on an honors project dissertation where it's going to be working this way and it worked very effectively for me. Can I do something similar to that here? And as far as possible, we want to say yes to that and find a way to help these junior lawyers just be as efficient as they can be.
I mean, I can't emphasise enough how important getting the governance right is, because again, it's not about mandating change. It's about inspiring those who will help to deliver change and setting up structures to allow them to bring that about.
So, having decided to innovate, what does this decision look like in reality? How is the firm setting objectives and choosing which technologies to embrace?
We don't need to be bleeding edge. This is not about being bleeding edge, but that we're adopting emerging technologies in a sensible fashion. We're putting our chips in the right place. Maybe there's one or two bigger bets that we're pushing. This is not about developing a whole range of products in-house. We're not coders or software developers. Sam's got some coding skills, but that's not our core proposition. It's much more about picking the winning propositions, using some market intelligence to pick the right off-the-shelf solutions for collaboration with our clients and improving the interface with our clients, and really following and you're pretty close behind some of the emerging technologies like AI and blockchain to again cutting through the noise, because there is a lot of it at the moment surrounding some of these emerging technologies, to find out what works and what works in the context of our business and our jurisdiction and our target sectors.
You mentioned interface. I think in the next 5 years that'll be the most visible change in how our profession works, is the way in which we engage with our clients will change. You think about the way you engage with anything else in your life, whether it's using your mobile phone for banking apps these days, or I recently got a mortgage using an online chatbot to find the right mortgage for me. I think that way of dealing with lawyers is going to change. I think you'll move away from more traditional face-to-face meetings, telephone calls. They'll be present too, but you'll also start to move towards clients who are more comfortable speaking to you in shorter, more quick methods, or collaboration platforms as well. I think many of our clients right now are calling out for this, to be able to collaborate with us on a file instead of give us a file and check back in a while and see how it's going. They actually want to be part of the process.
And there are technologies, some of which, frankly, we're not using enough at the moment, which we have inside the law firm. We're maybe using 50% of their capabilities, and part of Sam's role will be to help make sure we're maximising what we're using. And as I say, trying to get to the nub of where we can really help our clients. Where are the right what are the right technologies to back, and how do we do it?